Hello, our truth warriors. Welcome back to the Atlantic Underground. Now, I was invited to lunch by somebody that I know who wanted me to meet somebody that they wanted me to talk to. I didn't ask any questions and I went round just to see what it was about. And the conversation that I had has brought me to sit down today and just do this little interview with myself. um, just to tell you what's going on. When I tell you that the man that I spoke to works for a major central bank and is working on behalf of the Bank of International Settlements, then you can probably understand that what was discussed at the dinner table was something that really kind of piqued my interest in the information he gave me. I'm going to relay to you today, and I'm going to allow you to go on and do your research. Now, most people may not know what the Bank of International Settlements is. It's the most powerful bank in the world. Yes, the most powerful bank in the world. Why? Because it is the central bank of all central banks. And then all central banks control the banks beneath it, which is where you've probably got your money sitting right now. So it's the most powerful bank in the world that you've probably never heard of. It doesn't print money. It doesn't lend to people, but it does control the banks that do. And that's probably something, again, that you might want to look at. You see, the Bank of International Settlements, I'm going to show you something, and we've done this before. We talked about the Bank of International Settlements in a previous report that I did. This is the Bank of International Settlements for anybody who has never seen it. My concern is with the Bank of International Settlements, it's been built by that design for a reason. And when you have a look at the likes of the Tower of Babel, then you may get an idea of what it is. Now, today, what I want to talk about is how far away we are from digital currency, because everyone thinks this is far off in the distance. And that's not actually the case. Because what was discussed at the dinner table is Project Agora. And he said to me, he said, you know, you can go onto the Bank of International website and see exactly what we're doing. And as always, with these major players, the Bank of International Settlements, the United Nations, and people like the good old World Economic Forum, they always let you know what's going on. Now, what this is looking to achieve is something quite interesting. Because what this wants to achieve is the removal of existing payment systems where you're transferring money around the world, but it's also part of a tokenized credit system where they get rid of cash. Now, for those in Mexico listening to this right now, you probably think that you've got a long time ahead of you with cash in hand and being able to use cash. What he told me yesterday, quite frankly, shocked me. He's been told he needs to complete the project that he's working on here for the Central Bank of Mexico, alongside with the Bank of International Settlements, and have everything in place for the mid part of 2026. He is suggesting to me that the rollout is far sooner than we actually think it is. And they're looking probably to get this in place and rolled out within 2026. You see, Mexico are preparing to fall in line with the US financial system as a push forward in the Bank of International Settlements lockstep to have ultimate control over the digital currency that they're going to bring about. As I said a little bit earlier, the Bank of International Settlements is the central bank of all central banks, and the central banks for all your lifetime have created money out of thin air and loaned it not only to the banks that you work with, but then the banks that you work with have loaned it to you under fractional reserve lending and created that out of thin air. It's a Ponzi scheme. on the highest level, beyond anything that anyone could imagine. And they've been getting away with this for such a long time now that nobody has been able to do anything about it. I have some ideas to bring forth when I come back to England about bringing a currency system in for local economies. But that's a whole other conversation that we'll have in the future. So a tokenized financial system of digital currency, you're probably wondering what that's going to look like and how it's going to work. First of all, as the World Economic Forum said, you will own nothing. You will be happy. I'm not quite sure about that. But at the end of the day, they are going to tokenize everything, including yourself. You will be floated on the stock exchange. No more birth certificates for that. This is for the public and the private sector. So it's not only for business, it is for your banks. And you're going to find out very soon that there are a lot of banks closing, ATMs disappearing, and AI will become your new bank teller, closing all the branches and forcing you out of cash deliberately. As I said a little bit earlier, I want people to go out there and do their research on this. All the information for the Bank of International Settlements is there. What you're looking at on the screen now, you can see that clearly is the Bank of International's actual website. It's the blueprint for the future monetary system, improving the old and enabling the new. And as you scroll down on this, it's going to give you the introduction talking about it, but you're going to see words. I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see what I'm doing here, but it's talking about the key developer is tokenization. Crypto and decentralized finance is where this is coming from. But they basically, and I'll urge you to read this. I'm going to put the links into the show notes of what I've put out here for you to see. But we're going cashless a lot quicker than people realize. And because of that, we need to be very, very aware of what's going on. I've been posting up on some of my social media. I did predict that we would hit $50 for silver for an ounce by the end of November. We've done it today. And gold has tipped over 4,000, which tells me those who are exiting stage left, the players that really know what's coming down the pipeline, are getting into precious metals, things that are commodities that are sustainable moving forward as not only a hedge against inflation, but also a protection mechanism as we push further into the hyperinflation that they're going to bring about for your cash that's in the banks. If you don't believe that this could happen, you don't know history the way I know history, because this has happened plenty of times in every single country that holds a fiat currency. And I guarantee wherever you are right now that the fiat currency is in your country. It's in your wallet. It's in your bank. They're going to get rid of this very quick. We've been seeing a slow creep with the cost of increase of living, cost of goods, services all around the world. But there's going to be such a leap moving forward now in such a short space of time. It's going to make your head spin. And as much as I'd love to think that we have the time to be able to do this, we need to start making preparations today, because the writing's on the wall, and the writing is also on the websites of these organizations pushing this forward. Let me know what you find. I'd love to hear the comments in the links below. Get this shared out, because if we can protect as many other people out there, good people, good hardworking people, your friends, your family, the people that you see on a daily basis, the people that you do work with, let them know what's coming. Let's get out of this fiat currency hyperinflation system that's coming down now, because it will come a lot quicker. And the information that I received from somebody in the know that's working on this right now is telling me this tokenized digital system is going to be in place in a cash-rich society like Mexico, and it's also in lockstep with every single other country that has a central bank. So that'll be yours. Take care, everyone. Don't forget, keep in touch with me. Let me know what's going on, the information that you share. I'm prepared to share if it helps others. and I expect you to help others by sharing the information we put out as well. Many thanks. As we always say here on the Atlantic Underground podcast, believe nothing, including me, question everything, including me, and go out there and try and prove us wrong, because when you find that we're not, hopefully that'll get you in the saddle and get yourself sorted and prioritize protecting yourself against the very establishment that's coming down right now. Take care, everyone. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye now.